Tell me why you believe that moms are key to this effort.
You know, if you need something done, you ask a mom. And so that's what we're doing with this campaign. And moms are asking the people who love them to stand up, to call their reps about background checks and demand action from Congress.
Your campaign is focusing on getting comprehensive background checks legislation passed. Why do you believe that that piece is key?
You know, for this campaign, we hope it is a start into a longer journey to advocating to your reps and background checks. And even Fox News just came out and said 87% of Americans support universal background checks. So we think it's a fabulous way for people who are not used to talking about politics on their social media to get out there and share it with their friends, their family, and their followers.
I mean, Emily, I think you will agree, as someone who has been close to the legislative process, that there are two barriers here, maybe more, but the two I see are, one, that yes, there are a lot of people who are not familiar with just the verbiage, the script of what it is you say once you get the voicemail for your member of Congress, or what it is you say once you get an intern or an entry-level employee on the phone. There's also, though, the piece, Emily, which is that there are a lot of people who have bought into this idea that this conversation and this issue is intractable, right? That there is nothing that they as an individual or that their community can do to advance this issue. And I think part of what you are saying, as someone who, again, has been close to this process, is those calls do matter. Jamming up a fax machine does matter. It can sometimes feel as though our legislators are not listening to us, but they keep tallies of how many of those calls come in and how many voicemails are left and just how full their email inbox is.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. And I think what I've heard over and over and over again from people is they feel hopeless and helpless. And so what we are trying to do is to explain to people, no, look at all of us. We're all here together. And you can see it if you go on social media and you can see all these voices. It's visual, it's visceral, and we're trying to say your voice matters. And this is still a democracy. If we get together, we can make a difference here, but it's going to take everyone. It's going to take tons and tons of little actions, and your call is an amazing first step.
Today, of course, Emily, marks a year since the horrific shooting in Buffalo, New York, where a gunman killed 10 people in a supermarket. 10 days after that, 19 children, 2 adults were killed at a school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. These shootings, they prompted Congress to pass the first piece of gun reform legislation we've seen in nearly 3 decades, and yet mass shootings continue to be on the rise. What more do you want to see done by Congress, by state legislatures, in order to prevent mass shootings in this country?
Yeah, I mean, we need comprehensive gun reform, and it's not just background checks. It's not just an assault weapons ban. It's a comprehensive change in the way we approach guns in this country. I think that anyone who cares about this issue knows that we need to start somewhere, because right now, the way our politicians are approaching this issue is they're letting a very, very, very loud, tiny minority of this country control the issue. And those people say nothing. We want unfettered access to as many guns of any type and as much ammunition as we want. And so the first step is getting everyone together to change the calculus for our politicians so that they know we want action and we want them to keep working until this problem is solved.